All right, in this video, I'm going to go over our new extension action, specifically as it relates to calling a curl API. So in order to access this new action, go into this plus sign here, and at the bottom, under advanced actions, you can see extensions. So previously, you would attach an extension to an existing action as either a pre or post hook extension. With the extension action itself, it will be a brand new action. And you can see here we have the curl extension. Longer term, this will involve any extension that's available in your account. But for the purpose of this video, I want to go over specifically how the curl action can help access an API and how you could use that in a given test. So you can see here in the command section is the curl command that you would want to execute. Here as a quick demo, it's just a public API accessing time zone information about Detroit. But any valid curl command can be used. So get request, post request, you can do JSON, send JSON as a post request, etc. At the bottom, you see the validate button. Once you hit that, it will call out to this endpoint here and give you the response. So this is a great way to make sure you have the right information from your endpoint before you add it to the test. You can verify that you have the right attributes, values, etc. Once you go ahead and add it into the test, it will actually call out to the API in real time. So you'll have this information when you create the rest of the test. So a sample use case would be calling out to a backend API. You want to get a response and then verify something in the front end matches what you're expecting from the backend. So to do that, once you have the response, you're probably going to want to do something with it. So the best way to do this is with a variable. You go ahead and add a variable. You can just call it whatever you would like. Local variable will be available for this specific test only. And we want to access the response we got from the previous action. So here we select that from the extension action we just created. And we want the response body here, so the extension response. The nice thing about this is we do have some helper functions here at the bottom. So if the response is in JSON format, which pretty much all of them will be, use the JSON parse, and it allows you to select which attribute from the JSON you want to use. So here we pick day of year. You can see the result of this operator is 300. So we'll go ahead and save that as the variable name. So that will get updated anytime this extension action runs. So the next time this test runs, depending on the response, this variable will be set to whatever this day of year attribute is from the response. And so you might want to verify that your front end matches this back end system. We go ahead and drop a verification on this front end piece. And instead of a hard-coded value of 300, we want to make sure we can dynamically adjust to values in real time. So if we run this test tomorrow, obviously it won't be the 300th day anymore. So we want to make sure our test can handle that situation. So we go ahead and change it from a hard-coded value to the variable, the value that we set up on the previous step, fce.local.api, and go ahead and save. So now we have a fully dynamic test that will call the API action, get a response, set it to a variable, and then verify dynamically that it equals the value that exists on the page.